Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to share with you on how to take inputs, from your user, and then from there you can do some simple computation. In addition to that, I'm also going to show you how to consume web services that we did last week. So this is what I'm going to share with you today. So this is the program that where we stopped last video. So you can see if I can now tap on this button, I tap on this button, I can change the text. So now what we want to do is that you want to accept input from user. So to accept input from user, we will be using text field. Text field. Let's go down to the bottom where we actually can modify the UI. This is the part. This is the part that we'll be able to change it. Change it to modify with your UI. So instead of using text now, we're going to change this guy to text field. Text field. So now text field, it doesn't take any more things. So I'm going to change this guy to text field. So if this is the first text field I want, and I'm going to change this to the second text field as well. You can see. So I'm going to take, in other words, I'm going to take two things. Two value. I'm trying to do two value. And then I'm going to display the answer here. So I'm going to do a text. This is my third one. Text. This is where I'm going to display my value, and then I'm going to have a button here. Okay, a button to do the computation. So when you click this button, it will add the first two number and then display it here. Okay, so let's start with do something like that. Let's say we want to let's display some just put an answer here first, so you can see that I want to put the answer down here. Now in addition to that, we want to make the decoration a little bit nicer, so I'm going to put in comment here. I'm going to set up the style here so that the answer will be more protrude. Okay, so you can make use of this theme dot of context, dot text theme dot we can use a larger number. Okay, so let's use back headline 4. I want to save that thing should actually look so much larger, slightly larger. Comma. Okay, so now this is the answer that we want. Now I want to take in input here. So basically I should able to key in something. If you see I highlight the line, I can put in something here. Okay, so let's make it a little bit more user friendly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put if you see I can put I can type something there. All right, type all the stuff here. So maybe I just want numbers. Maybe I just want numbers. So I'm not going. I want to make the text box a little bit easier to use. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a keyboard type. Keyboard type. Text input type. Then you can dot number. Okay, I guess I'm going to I'm going to copy and paste this both of them to these two both of them. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to have both of them. Now let's try again. Okay, let's try again. Now after reload, let me try it. Is it showing me number already? Yeah, I can see this guy showing number. Now this is showing number. So I can key in my number here. Okay, cool. Now the thing is, the age is very ugly, right? So let's put the text in the middle. Okay, so how you want to do the text align? Text align dot center. All right, I'm going to do that. 1, 2. Oops. Okay, so let's reload it. So now I can put in my number here. Okay, so you can see I can have two number both in the middle of the text box. Okay, and then of course I will press on the answer button, and it should do something and then show me the answer. Okay, we're just going to do a sum yeah, sum operation. So do a sum operation. I think I can just make use of the plus symbol of the bottom guy, yeah, dot add. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I think I don't need this button anymore, so I'm going to remove this button. Yep, nice. Okay, so I only have two input box and one button, and then this one will display me the answer when I press add. Okay, so this is what we want to do. Of course, you can do some deco here so that it looks nicer when the app is started. So you can also do like decorations, yeah, input decoration. So you can put a hint text here. Okay, hint text. Is it put the first number. Okay, let me copy and paste this. Put it at the bottom here. Yeah. So let me reload the thing. Okay, let me clear the app. Let me run this again. So you should be able to see the UI in a moment. Of course, just now you should just delete everything. Yeah, I should just delete everything. There's a small error here. Yep, sorry, these are not supposed to be. I mean, it should be just a comma. My fault. Yeah. Text in the input decoration. This is the last guy, so I think I just can leave it blank there. Okay. So let me run this guy again. Okay, you have to be careful because some of them are commas. Some of them are as end of the line. This is actually not end of the line. Actually, this is calling inside functions, functions inside functions. Yeah, so you are passing a lot of things inside. Yeah. So you can see this guy is actually one function here. Let's see if this is working now. Installing now. Yeah, so you can see, okay, input first number. Okay, this is input second number. Perfect. So you can input the numbers here, and then we should get our answer. Okay, when we do the calculation. This was something that we have earlier. Yeah. Okay, the tooltip, I will just say compute the sum of the two numbers. Okay, I just leave it there. And this one, I will change the function name to compute sum. Okay, so these functions will now we have to write this function now. So it's still in this same class. Earlier it was this guy, so I'm going to replace this guy to compute sum. Yeah, I'm not going to use this this part anymore, so I'm just going to delete this one. Okay, the set state, I'm going to leave this set state inside because I'm going to change the output later. Yeah, when they press. And this guy, I don't need this anymore. I'll just delete everything here. Okay, so I'll change this to underscore sum. This is the variable that we want because I think I want to do it a double, so that if you add two double numbers, then we should get double. Alright, so I'm going to do a sum. This is a variable that I want to add the two numbers. So let's set this sum display. Yeah? Let's display this sum to this answer part here. Let me see the bottom here. So instead of answer, I'll put a sum here, put a money sign here, so that would be our total. So you can see it's 0 0 now. Yeah. Okay, so if I have a button now, you see if I change this underscore sum equals to 1, you should see if I press the button plus, you can see it change to 1. Yeah, change to 1. So this one will allow us to display it. Now the thing is, I want to get this number from here and here, add them together so that I can display the answer here. So how do we get the answer? Okay, the value that people actually enter here. So in order to get that, okay, you will need to have we call it text editing controller. So we have two text field. So I'm going to add two controller. Okay, one for each. All right, one for each. So I'm going to put it right here. Okay, you can actually declare any here. I'm going to do a final to make the thing easier to for us to refer. I'm going to do a text editing controller. Yes, this is the one I'm looking for. I'm going to have 1 and 2. So these two guys, I'm going to set them in the button function. I mean in this label part, so that I can get the value. Okay, I'm going to set them here. So how do you do that? Is that you look for the text field you want. This is my first number, this is my second number. So over here, I'm going to test add a controller. Controller text field 1. Okay, and over here I'm going to add one more here. Controller text field 2. So you can see this the text field that we added earlier. So I'm putting more things inside here. So this controller will actually facilitate us to extract the value out from when people enter into here. So I'm going to show you how to get the value out from using this text field controller. So this is how you do it. So let's say if someone press the button, right? Someone press the button. I want to get these two numbers that people already key in. So how do we do that? So you can let me use the debug print. Yeah, debug print. We can print text field 1 dot text. Yes, this is you can see the text. Okay, for the first one and the second one for yourself. Oops. F-I-U-D, yes. Okay, I add them up. So let's say you're going to put in some numbers here. I'm going to put this is 3 and this is 5. And I press the button, you can see I got the 3 and 5 here. So which means these two guys is actually corresponding to the input I put in. Okay, text field 1 is actually 3, text field 2 is actually this 5. Now what I can do now is I can sum the answer together. Alright, to sum them together. This is how I'm going to do it. But because it's text, yeah, so to add the number together is going to be a little bit challenging. So I'm going to put more temporary equals to let's see what is going to happen if I am going to add these two texts together. Okay, I'm going to add these two texts together, and I'm going to display the temp variable. Here. Okay, let's see if I have these two numbers now. Because it's hot reload, so I can just use it now. I just press. You can see it is not doing the summation, but rather putting these two strings together. These two integer become 35. So that's not what we want. So now we have to change this guy. Let me change this guy into double. So how do you cast it in double? So double dot pass. I think I can do this. Equal to double dot pass. Okay. And then I'm going to do this as well. Double dot pass these two texts. Yeah. Then this temp dot toString. Okay. Now let's try again. If I'm going to press this plus button again, you can see now I actually got this number added together, right? Yeah. Now, okay, I want to display this back into this the answers label. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this string and replace this one right here. Save it again. Okay, because sum is double, so we'll just do it this way. Okay. So let's check this out now. If I plus, you can see the 8 over here now. Can you see? Now if I can change this number to 50 and 35, and then you sum them together, you get your total. Okay, these two numbers add together. So this is how you actually can get input from a user, and then you do some sort of computation, and then you display it back through your page, through your UI. So this is how we do it. Okay. I'm going to show you something more interesting, because all this now the add submission is actually done locally. If you follow my last week material, we actually created a service, a web service that actually can sum two numbers together. So what I'm going to show you next is actually import the HTTP library, and then from there we're going to do a get call to ask the server to add the numbers and return it back to us. Yeah, so it's the UI is going to look completely very innocent, but the back end now the summation is actually done at the server. Yeah, so how do we do that? So I hope you have done the previous Node.js practical, or you follow that. So let me show you the Node.js code. This is the Node.js code that we have earlier. Okay, so let's run this server-side code. Yeah, now this is running already. I'm actually listening at port 200. I hope I still remember. We can actually call now to this port so that it will actually add some numbers together. Let me try this guy. My IP address, because my mobile phone is actually connected to the um, same network, so I can use the local IP address. I can see hello world, yeah, because this is the root. I can see hello world. So if I want to do the sum, I have to just slash adder, which is I'm actually redirecting myself to this resource. I'm going to put in two value, x equals to 5 and y equals to 6. I hit enter, you can see 11. Yeah, so this to show you that the web service is actually now running already. I can use this REST or this get kind of method to actually get this server side to do the summation. Now the thing is, we want to add this feature into our web application. Yeah, so how do you do that? I'm going to show it to you right now. So in order to do that, you need to install a library. Okay, I'm showing you this library. Now this is the library. Okay, let me change this guy back. Okay, this is the library that we're going to do. It will allow us to call GET and HTTP through our mobile device. So it's pretty easy. This is the first library that you're going to import to update to install and use it. So I'll show it to you how to get this thing work. But if you follow the installation steps, it's actually pretty simple. Alright, so this is how you do it. Now first you need this string. Okay, copy this string first. You go to your folder, your mobile application, under this pubspec.yml. Okay, under this dependency you paste it here. Okay, you paste it here and then you save it. Now when you save, it will give you this one. So you just press that. Okay, let's install the library. So the whole thing is automatically done. Of course, you need to have your mobile. I mean, you have to have internet connected. Yeah. So this is done. So once you see this, which means the library is actually already imported into your project. So now the next thing is how to use it. Now this is already done. So this is how you do it. So you can call this. Now if you can put this, now this is how you input it. Yeah, you import it. Once you import, you can start to use the functionality. Now let me show you how to use it. So from this example, you can look at the example here. Yeah, so it tells you, this is how you can construct your URL, and this is how you get the results. Okay, let's try this. This is going to be fun. Okay, now as HTTP, I'm going to add this. Alright, so this is, I'm going to get this library ready, and of course I only want this to be triggered when the button is pressed. So let me look for the button again. This is where I'm actually press the button, if you remember. Okay, this is where when I press the button, I get the input, do the sum, show the out display. Now I'm going to do it right here, somewhere around here. I don't need this anymore. Okay, I don't need this guy to do the sum anymore. Yeah, so I'm going to call the server. So how do I do that? I'm going to set the URL first. Okay, so this I'm going to follow exactly the way var URL. Okay, my resource location. So what the next thing I'm going to do is I need to put in my my URL. Okay, because I'm going to put my server IP address. Because I'm doing it locally. Of course, if you're doing cloud, you can just change this to your cloud. And because I'm using an adder resource, I know this is where I want to put in my variable, my x and my y. Yeah, so to make the thing easy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just because this two guy is going to give me the text, right? So let's do something easier this way. So let me see if I can just put this text here. let me replace this guy with a variable. Okay, this is my first value. Value 1 equals to this one. Let me put my var here. Okay, value 1. This is going to be my value 2. Var value 2. Okay. Alright, so this is, I'm going to get this both of them. Then, over here, right, I can use this shortcut to get my value 1 and my value 2. This is pretty nice, okay, if you ask me. I don't have to do the string plus and to string myself, so I just get it this way. I think it's easier this way. And then the more important thing is now the more you want to get this thing run. Okay, get the command run. So this is the command. So this is the command. So I'm going to run this URL. Now, if you see carefully, there's this await here. Await is actually a synchronous call now, because we do not know when the server is going to complete, and we cannot proceed until the server completed the operation. So we put an await here. Yeah. So, but this await doesn't work if this sum is still a synchronous function. So to turn this compute sum into an asynchronous function, you need to put one additional keyword here, is async. So once you do that, then it's fine. So which means this is a blocking code. When this is executed, this program will stop here and wait for the server to reply. Okay. So of course, it depends on what the server reply. So we can use this code also as well. So this one is, if it reply 200, 200, which means that the server is good. Okay, there's a response from the server. If not, then you might want to do some warning or some message to your user. Okay, to save the time, I don't think I want to do that. So again, is I'm going to get this output here, get the value from this response, and show you the answer. Okay, so let's say if I have the response, so I'm going to put my temp, and okay, temp I put -1. Okay, if there's nothing, then you just get the -1. So I'm going to put a temp equals to response dot body, which means this is what I'm going to get. Yeah, this is what I'm going to get. Let me see. String, you see, this is a string, and temp is actually an integer. So I want to change this to double, so that it's easier. Of course, this guy, giving me trouble. So I want to change this guy to a double as well. Let me see if I can do pass this guy respond dot to string. Okay, let me see what's wrong with this one. Too many of this. Let me remove one of them. Okay, perfect. So this one will take the response body and then put it inside here and cast it into double. Print out and show you the answer. Okay, seems good. All right, seems good. So let's try to run this program. Okay, now to see if your server is actually computing, then you can actually check it right here. Okay, so because now if I press this sum, it should actually send the request to the server and then do the operation. Now let's try and see if it actually happens. Nope. I think the code is not reloaded. Yeah, this is still the old one. Yeah, obviously. Because this guy, I got these things submitted, and the sum I already removed, so it's not working. Yeah, so now let's stop this program, and let me close this guy, close it, let me remove it. Okay, let me run this again. Right, let's cross our finger, let's see if it works. Alright, so it's compiling. Hopefully, the installation is smooth. Let's check the code meanwhile. I'm going to get this number, and then I'm going to send to the server, and then hopefully I'm going to get the response, and then the answer, convert it into temporary, and then display it here, and show it to you. Okay, cool. Let's hope that it works. Well, let's put in some numbers here. I'm going to put 55 at 35. Yeah. So let's push see if I get the answer. Wow, it says 90 now. Okay, let's check the server side. Yeah, you can see the server is actually getting the no, the response that we wanted. Yeah, the query. Now I'm going to submit this again. You can see the server is actually doing the calculation. So from the server side, you can see that I'm not doing any add summation here, but rather I'm going to pass it to the server and ask the server to do the computation and then return me the results, and then I display it at the UI. So I guess this will be very helpful for you to do your upcoming mini project. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Goodbye.